And welcome back to Crimson Spires, ladies and gentlemen. This once more made by the Wild Dark Wild Card. Welcome back. Already, it's been quite the wild ride. I didn't expect things to go the way they did. Uh, I don't know. I guess that's probably part of this game is to expect the unexpected. But yeah, Erica's, the starring character's partner, just died in the previous chapter from some unknown force. Maybe a vampire or something, I guess. And 6 months, 187 days. Save contingency. 6 months have passed since the day of contingency. It feels like a lifetime. We've lost all contact with the outside world. Still have no idea where the tall towers appears, or whether the rest of the world fares any more bad we do. The towers aren't the only things that changed that day. Never saw State Hall in its original form. This isn't supposed to be here, this apostrophe, because that means it is when it refers to a thing that is possessive, it's without the apostrophe. But it used to be a small, humble building, so that's what you expect in Rotown. Now it's a living high rise, marking the exact same point between all three Spires. No one knows what the new floors contain. No one can penetrate the building beyond the ground level. Phones don't work, planes don't fly overhead. The only thing that enters is an automated train that brings food. I don't know where the train comes from, although the Patel family seems to fund the operation. They refuse to comment. People try to leave, of course. The city's force even banded together, tried to disable the tower. They all died. A million law enforcement remaining in town. Now serve as Patel's serve. Interesting. I'd rather work and prefer some coffee. The noise waste August is suffering is better than the nearby cell. Good morning to you, Certified. I know him and open a copy of the Patel Beacon fresh from the local press. August prepares anxiously into the boss of his prison. Is that a new edition? That's not your concern. But you gave me one last nod and used as a scare Billy. I like Billy. He used to bring me free leaves from his mom's shop. I'm gonna scare him anyway. Said he was the secret love child. I said spy board of Finland affair. You somehow deduced this from your picture you saw his family in the paper. I might have gotten carried away with the story. But I must have hit upon some truth that scared him away. Besides, all truth is absolutely relative, unless it's relatively absolute. I'm not in the mood for useless platitudes this morning, August. I sipped my coffee and continued reading the paper, flipping pages loud enough for him to notice. You really won't give me a copy? It's by peering close to the knuckles of the paper, but I didn't hear him. August paces back and forth to himself for a while, until finally... Just noticed you were late this morning. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. By exactly 6 minutes. How would you know? You were asleep. Actually, I wasn't. I couldn't sleep a wink last night. Is there something wrong with your cell? Everything is wrong, myself. I couldn't sleep because something significant will happen soon. Absorb it. Something significant? That's right. So you can see a future now. The future is as real as the present serve. It's just eternity. Therefore, I told you I'm not in the mood. What do you think will happen? Well, not sure of the details yet, but it would help a lot if I could read the paper. There you go, playing mind games again. Won't fall for it, August. I'm quite serious, my friend. Serious as the contingency 6 months ago. Despite myself, my heart skips a beat. See the towers rising in the heavens as just happened 1 moment ago. Also, the look stuck. Not confusing. August is basically said it's happening. Foundation of truth is already set, as I knew it would. Massive brick as the cigarette said. Now Sam must take a new shape. I'm certain that it must happen, and I believe it will happen very soon. I know, right? Nothing you just said makes any sense. That's because it's sin. Done listening to all this nonsense. Pick up the newspaper and resume reading. Trying to read it, but my mind wanders. There's nothing interesting in back to El Bacon. I don't know what else to expect, and I can find some actual work to do. Interesting. Oh, cool. Hey, nice. Yeah, I remember back in the day, their program. Alright, nice. American flags everywhere. Let's see what this does. This does anything. What am I supposed to do here? Wanted doesn't like give me much information on that though. Oh, here we go. Just want to see if there's anything else that we don't know. Surprised nothing can be done with this safe apparently. Huh. Not sure why they keep these phones around. They don't work anymore. I suppose the maintenance phone hope that one day someone will call from the other side. That's a full scope screen too. One of the things these phones is the same mind with what we normally have. Let's see here. Can anything else be done around here? How interesting. You talk to him directly. August. Apparently, yeah. I want to know what this one poster is all about. It doesn't seem to be Bon Jovi. The song Dead or Alive. Let's see how any of these work. Ah. It's a sign August is so should surely things in order. But I feel like that's the sign that for that matter I'll talk to your mom here. August like that, interesting. Huh. Guess I've never asked you much about your life before the contingency. Other than kill people, what did you do? Well, for starters, I didn't kill people. I taught them. As a professor of philosophy at Washington University. That's right. think I heard in the news when they first missed you. Did you find a philosophical reason to commit murder? Please stop threatening me. I was a fantastic professor. My students adored me. What else did you do? Any hobbies? Of course, I volunteered at the local dog shelter. I have way with animals, you know. Once I kissed a feral dog into a shelter without so much as a little easy. Even after all the shelter employees had tried to catch balls and failed. Why should I believe a word you say? Because you can't prove me wrong. Besides, your mind can deceive, reality must exist. Otherwise, it cannot be perceived. That's not very convincing. I'm also a great chef. I was vegan for 5 years. Did you know that? You learn a lot of interesting ways to mix flavors eating vegan. I bet that's probably true. But I could never be vegan myself. I dig bacon too much and such. Yeah, I can cook for you sometime. I'm done talking, please. Interesting, yeah, so, how you doing this morning? Here I'm doing splendidly. How kind of you to ask. Just thought maybe some sort of agreement could be made, hopefully, or something. Get information from him. You said you didn't sleep last night. True, that was unfortunate, but it was a good kind of processes. As innocent slaughter feels the night before Christmas. This is optimism coming from. Oh, I can explain, but you probably keep giving me that blank stare of yours. Children, oh, wow, damn. The children definitely for the murder of 7 people, which you'll get a proper trial. Meanwhile, you're also trapped in a small town hotel, indefinitely. You're trapped in a prison far worse than mine, Saffron. Prison for your mind. You fail to see the beauty of this entire situation. May I ever have contact with the outside world again? If it even exists. How is that beautiful? I'm so glad you asked. You and I are witnessing the event in human, no earthly history. Myth materials resolved and new realities revealed to us. Monism? Monism? That does look familiar somehow. Let me check what that means. Because I can't remember what that means. Gonna be, let's see here. Monism, it can be pronounced either way, apparently. Philosophy, theology, a theory or doctrine that denies the existence or distinctions or duality in some sphere. So this is that between the matter and mind or God and the world. The doctrine that only one supreme being exists. Compare pluralism. Interesting. Oneness or singleness to a concept such as existence. Yeah. Monism has complexity and pluralism reveal themselves. Do not wait to see what truth rises. I believe I'm here in Battelle because in this transformation. I believe I was drawn here to witness it all firsthand. All I can do is my getting better as I walk out of the stones to see these magic physical transformation more closely. Insane. Disagree with me all you like, Egg. Never call me that again. I guess they're going for the sole purpose of getting more information about this whole thing. Maybe if you find confess your crimes to the heartbreak, I'll give you a book trade. I'm not the Texan heartbreaker. Am I I use tax as a way of covering up this word because that's what taxes do. It shouldn't exist, income tax. Oh, I forgot, you don't like that nickname. Let me rephrase. You single-handedly murdered several people in cold blood and tore their hearts and bodies. Am I wrong? That's what I was afraid of, that meant a literal heart. Of course you're wrong. My hands look like they belong to us as a cold-blooded killer. No. How do you feel for yourself, Seth? Find this soft, warm, never so gentle. Be full of grand western crushed prisoner. Oh, but I'm not asking for me, sir. I'm asking for your sake. How long has it been since you touched someone in a manner that wasn't aggressive by me? I'm sure you've been lonely here in Battelle. Must have spent a lot more time with me than anyone else. And how about before that? Do you have friends who embrace you or love breaths? Stop it. What's wrong? Do my questions make you uncomfortable? I wonder why. Let that smirk across your face. Interesting. Let's see what this does. I sit down to read the paper again. Nothing else seems to require my attention. I'm anxious now, grip my coffee mug and scream in my chair. After a few minutes, I go up and fling the paper across the room. Damn it! This stares at me confusion. Maybe it is for a principal members. Is there something scandalous in the news? There's nothing in the paper, as usual, nothing but gossip, theories about birds and sale of furniture and so on. The play being held in Pascal High School. It's all bold! When I thought I'd cover enough to look at August, I see a strange look in his eyes. What are you looking at? You're acting unusual. It's the first morning since you gave Seth you around work late. Certainly the first time I've seen you for a tantrum. So sobbing you've never seen before. That sense of loose curl persists slightly. But I always suspected it was there. Shut up. Stop looking at me. Cover paper on the floor and fleeing into a cell. Here's your newspaper. Doesn't move towards it. He just keeps smiling a strange smile at me. Never mind. I don't think I need it anymore. I know he's playing me again. He wants me to lash out, but I just can't stop. I saw him so suddenly close to the bar, paying my teeth. You're right, okay? I'm not myself. This taxi down is warping me. I don't understand anything anymore. There has to be a reason to be trapped here. An explanation for the barricade. For every day passes where I ain't clue such going on, and I don't even know where to look for answers. 6 months. 6 months without a single hint of contact from the outside world. Everyone tries to get an explosion in school. I had a good job. I had a good boss. Like my co-workers. I love working for the FBI. I was on my way through promotion. Now I spend my best days keeping a bunch of done-coated farmers and bully trucks' heads off. In my worst days, to most of them, I spent pacing around this stale great building you as my own company. What did I do to deserve this? How on earth did I deserve to earn this punishment? Not being punished, no one's judging you. Don't even start! One more word out of your mouth, I swear to God I'll... Whoa. without thinking, I draw my gun, cock it in. So fast as surprise in his eyes, but quickly fades into amusement. Yo, what? Really lose my mind? I almost slow up, but my hands continue to clench the gun on my overcord. I can't. I just can't take this anymore. And this is what I predicted would happen today. Maybe the transformation is on the verge of completion. With you, Harry, right? With that one away, aim at me. Pull the trigger, see what happens. Go on. This can't be happening. Any of it. I shouldn't be here. Can't really be trapped in Mattel forever. It's like I'm trapped in a nightmare. Each morning I think it'll be the day I wake up and nothing happens. Sheriff Wright! Sheriff Wright! Sheriff, please, are you... Clearly those two I got him to his face up his there. Embarrassed, he might have seen me acting so foolish, but she seems to try to notice anything amiss. You have to help me, Sheriff. My desk is missing. Please, I'm okay, but just going. Slow down, Mrs. Murdoch. Take a deep breath. I can see you. It's a sharp mind. I need you to tell me the facts. You're talking about Jessica Murdoch. Your brother, correct? You believe she's missing? Yes, that's not just her. Gary, your good boyfriend, is gone too. This town's packed. It's a small town. Two people are easy to find the one. Once I know more about the situations, if I get a chance, I'll find them. Thank you, sir. Stop by telling me when you last had contact with Jessica. Last night, she told me to spend that guy. Was furious. I don't I can't save that girl from her sins. So I have to find the Lord on our own terms, you know. Well, that's quite recent. What happened in New York this morning? Guy's folks called me asking where he was. I said I didn't have a damn clue. Reached the guy's room was cleared out like he practiced things just left. Checked the rest of the rooms. It was the same way. It can't be! It can't be! What am I wrong to? I forced to swallow down my throat. His eyes silent in the air between us. So he turned to seem August looking softly for himself. Clear daggers ahead. But he knows the rules. Fear must be while bring the Lord to his which creature comforts. I need you to ask you some general questions about both Jessica and Gary for me. Please do your best to answer, but if you don't know anything, tell me you mind. Ask a lot of procedural questions required for a missing person's report, physical description, medical condition, clothing, and so on. Believe what I told Mr. Murdoch. Chances of finding Jessica and Gary, they're alive or dead, very high, uncomfortably high. This isn't the first time this has happened. People give up. Can't take the town anymore. Maybe they think it'll be different for them. Never is. Find a bite just beyond the perimeter. Sad, but over the past few months, it's tries to be commonplace. So when I have this terrible feeling in my gut, it's growing out of inside, twisting and turning like the answer won't be as simple as I want. Is anything simple anymore? Hope I can find them alive. Hope they're just hiding. One way or another, though, they'll be found. Till then, I'll do the job to the best of my ability. Thank you for the information. Now, just a few more questions. Okay, Tell me about Jessica and Gary. Gary's a dropout, a dim fool and bad influence. Isn't it good that Jessica's boyfriend was in Batal? Can you imagine if... hardly have to imagine what that would be like. It happened to Courtney and Jamie and all sorts of other people. Guess they don't talk that much. Not unless they get into trouble. Well, if you ask me, everything would be a lot better if Gary had been on the other side of those towers when they appeared. Gary's a terrible influence. Made Chuck actually stop going to church. Do you hate him so much? Do you want his head blown off? Not right on the other side. Maybe a mile north or something. We've given Jessica a clean break. She tried to go and find her. Don't even say such a thing. So a few people did. So I don't know their names. I do know their names. No, that's the way they are right now. Stop it! What does that have to do with anything? I think you'll disapprove of Jessica's relations. It might have something to do with why she ran away. You ever consider that? Of course I have. I don't need you to figure out what she's like, just about 5 hours it is. Do you have anything else? Okay, other than Guy, who are some of Jessica's friends? Most of them didn't live in Patel. You know, the high school was out in Clarkfield. I know. It was very hard for her, you know. What about in Patel? Did she have any other associate in town? I was there. We were just acquaintances before. Jessica was a bit of a troublemaker. Nothing serious, no. Sarah was always so straight-laced. Now, I guess they're best friends. Not much choice if you think about it. Most of the kids her age are around here. Not as quick as Jessica, if you know what I mean. Were they the top of the class? At the high school? Nah, they weren't bad. But now at the Bethel school. Guess that's where Sarah's today. Probably. I went over to her house. Parents haven't seen Jessica either. Thanks, I'm sure I'll talk to her. Okay, what does Jessica like to do in free time? Before or after the towers? After would probably be more helpful. I don't really know. She used to play basketball. She used to draw. Not so much anymore. She mostly spends her time in her room. Sometimes hanging out behind the dollar store with a couple of kids her age. Trying to stay busy. I hope she does too. Sounds like you're spending less time with her since the contingency. Not intentionally, it's been drawn. I suppose they all have. It's strange now. All we have is each other. You lost a lot of people in the first few weeks. Did you or Jessica lose anyone? The neighbor, George Harper, tried to leave on the second day. He went to the Walmart up St. Anne. He thought he could call in here to make his shift. Tried to tell him not to go. The blue truck on Highway 8. How well did Jessica know him? Babby sat here a couple times where I had to work late. Other than that, we were neighbors. She would know him. I suppose that makes sense. He's gone now. The house is empty. Jessica's not there, if that's what you're thinking. It wasn't. The George has nothing to do with any of this. Any other questions? That's all the questions I have for now. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. This might seem unrelated, but Jessica very respect to Patel family. The Patels? Yes, the ones who founded this town? Right, you're not from here. Everyone respects the Patel. Old money built those landmines from dirt and stone. But ever since the mine was closed, the Patels only come out for church. It's the only reason Jessica ever went to any of the services. Jessica would try to corner one of this Patel filled from peppermint countries questions. What did they do with all that money? How did they spend the time locked up in that big mansion of theirs? It was so very rude. Tales never answered such questions, of course. Too polite to answer such questions. They were still... Lucius Christ? Never heard of. Yeah, I know, right? You mean Jesus Christ? What? No. You must have because she's the last ones. I meant instead Lucius. Screamed maniacally, almost rocking back and forth in excitement. Wednesday was just talking because it's clear that something I must say is more bad than killing you. Anyway, just could try to find out more about the talisman as he could, especially after the towers came. So if anyone could save us from this town, the Patel family. No, she might be related, but I feel like message is all the same. Thank you. I'm glad you did. I've given me a few leads. Follow up with reviews and Texas friends there for more information. But first I'll need to eliminate the first possibility. Just to try to leave the town permanently to be able to find evidence. I'll let you know as soon as I can whether I find anything. Mrs. Medlock leaves, I'll get starts to get my things. I feel over the size on my water. It's not since when those times plan to come out. Not a word of this. I know what happened to Jessica. She's dead. So's Carrie. About 95% of that. But it's not what you think. It didn't die permanently. The facts speak for themselves. So this strikes me as a small kill. Seeing Carrie wouldn't try to walk out like those dumb cops a few months ago. She would have had a plan. You didn't even know her. Perhaps she's paying you visits while I'm asleep. Unless she's paying you visits while I'm asleep, I'm fairly sure you never really met her. That doesn't matter. I heard enough of you and her mother. She had a plan. She really thought she could leave, but her plan backfired. Bad as something to do with past dudes. Fortunately for you, I don't care what you think. Head for the door. Erica, wait! I can help you. Let me help you. Let you help me? I don't understand. What exactly are you suggesting? You know what? You're tired of being roommates, aren't you? Give me some freedom. Let me help you with your case. Absolutely not. Ever. I have a good sense of what's happening in this town. Even much so. In reality, predicted Mr. Peterson as an affair? That one's obvious. And you were absolutely wrong about building the secret love child. You can't prove that. The answer is no. Gives me another one sly smile. I can tell you about Lucius. What? Wasn't that strange, sir? Was that a very bizarre thing to say? Lucius Crest? Never heard of that name before, contingency? Don't pay much. Oh, that ain't right. To me, anyway. I mean, to each his own or her own, it's case by case, her case, but yeah. Lucius Crest didn't exist before the contingency. Let's tell more about it. One day it's him to explain, but I know what he's doing. He doesn't know anything. He's just trying to get in my head. He's done this before, usually about the contingency. You're lying. Me? Never. I won't let you out, August. No matter how many episodes you try to tell me. You'll change your mind, Sarah. Let's see how long I've been recording. Here we go. That's actually going to be the end of this chapter, ladies and gentlemen. So if you do want to do, please use the subscribe. I'll back very well.